will see if I can manage to go here around there. So I have still 15 minutes left. So there, I think I manage, guys. Nice to walk in the crater. Nice stream, guys. Hello, shout out to all my whitey friends. Lily Chinilda, G. Avila. I'm here in the crater. My sister and my cousin don't camp. They are only there up. So I think this is a nice stream. Hello, tour. My cousin is not coming with me. They are up there, and I'm going to see going there round and round here. So the weather is good now, but you know, sometimes rain or raining. It was totally raining, and when we were in the first stop, when we were in the falls, it was rain and it was amazing then. Oh my god, it's very looks like this. This day is Thursday when I went down. Going back to the bus.
They took the no answer as a yes. So very smart guys. So we have Icelandic National Day. We celebrate the National Day the 17th of June. So it's tomorrow. If tomorrow you are in town in Reykjavik, there will be a lot of celebrations because tomorrow we have our National Day. We still have good relations with Denmark, and also we feel close to Sweden and Norway because of the history. Mainly to Norway because they were the first ones to come here. We were also under the control of Norway for a while, like part of the Norwegian kingdom, I mean, and Denmark in the most recent history. And many Icelanders, they have families in one of these countries. And when they learn Danish at school, then they understand usually Swedish or Norwegian because they are very close, these languages. Many Icelanders need to study abroad because we have only 3 universities in Iceland. So if they need to go abroad, it's very common for the students to go to Denmark, to Sweden or to Norway. Then they don't need to worry about the language. And of course they learn English at school also here, so the students are good in English usually, so they can also go to English-speaking countries if they want to study abroad. So the rain is back, it was perfect timing. So that was a golden circle. We finished the circle. So somewhere to the right is the lake we saw this morning, Thingvellir. It's like 15 kilometers lake this morning. Yeah, 35 kilometers to the north part of Thingvellir, 15 to the south. So we did the circle, and soon we will cross the outlet river from the lake with a very clear water. And you see many trees here, a lot of small cabins. It's not so far from Reykjavik. We are only 1 hour from Reykjavik, so it's very common to come here and spend some time in the countryside for the weekends or days off. Rent a cabin here and spend 1 or 2 days here. So we are going to drive back to the road number 1. We will find the road number 1 in a few minutes. Very busy road. But then later, on the way to the Blue Lagoon, we will have a road with almost no one. It's what I like. Nobody else on the road. So the outlet river here, it's very cold. This river, like most rivers I told you, but the village where we go now, they have a hot river. I will tell you later when we reach the village about this hot river. Yeah, I don't stop here. The other bus decided to stop here for the bathrooms. So it's already full. So yes, the outlet river here. Now where I stop, it's I think it's better because you can also check what they have in the bakery. And I know that some of you want to buy this bread, hot springs bread. Yeah, I didn't tell you the name of the bread. The one that they bake in the ground, because they also do this at, in Kerid is the next village. So if you want, you can buy some of this bread. So you see this river on the left side, so the outlet river with the very clear water from the lake meets the river from the waterfall Gullfoss, from the glacier Langjökull. And this water is a glacier water with a lot of minerals from the ice, from the glacier, and that's why we have 2 different colors here. When the sun shines on these 2 rivers, it's so nice to see these beautiful colors, but even today we can see the difference between both rivers, and then they continue together a bit further to the south to the Atlantic Ocean. Was living here, and he was American. He was his name was Bobby Fischer, Maybe you know about him. In 1972, Bobby Fischer wanted to try to defeat the Russians, because the Russians were the best for more than 20 years in the 50s and the 60s. And then they wanted to play, he wanted to play with them. Of course, they were not going to play in USSR or in USA, so they decided to play in Iceland, halfway between both countries, and also because we love chess here. So they played, many people called this game the game of the century, between Spassky, the world champion at that time, and Bobby Fischer. And Bobby Fischer won, he became the world champion. So he was the world champion of chess for a few years in the 70s. And he made some friends during his tournament here, that was in Reykjavik, in the city hall. And at the end of his life, in 2005 or 6, I think, he moved to Iceland. He decided to move here because he was not so friend anymore to the American government. He didn't like the US government anymore, I think. He was a bit strange at the end of his life, we have to say. He didn't even like chess anymore. But instead of having some trouble with them, he decided not to go back to USA, and he asked for the Icelandic citizenship. So he came here because they arrested him in Japan, actually, the US government. They found him all the way to Japan because he had a wife there, he was living there, and they wanted him back to USA. But on the way there, he managed to stop here to ask for the Icelandic citizenship. We need 7 years to be a citizen for foreigners. For him it was only 7 minutes, I think. So they accepted him so easily. They were so proud to have Bobby Fischer as an Icelandic citizen. So he stayed here. He never left Iceland, I think. Or he went to Sweden, or I saw in some documentaries. He traveled a bit in Europe, I guess, but he never went back to USA, of course. He didn't want to be in trouble there, because he played in Yugoslavia when it was forbidden during the 90s, and he made some mistakes like that. So that's why he was not going to be in big trouble, but still he preferred to stay here. So he was an Icelandic citizen in Selfoss, in this little town, for the last 3 years of his life. Then he died 3 years later. So Icelanders who live in Selfoss, who are old enough, they know Bobby Fischer very well. They knew him personally.